Representative,
Hi, guys.
Representative, what would you want to tell Governor Kathy Hochul should you become governor about really addressing congestion pricing? This tax is ridiculous and suffocating New Jersey.
It's killing our families. And by the way, it's killing New York families too. We're obviously fighting it on multiple fronts, the congestion tax. We've got bipartisan legislation up to say to the MTA, you go ahead with this and you keep going ahead with this, you're going to lose your federal grants because you can't double dip like they're double dipping. And we've seen Governor Murphy's going at it again, another angle on the legal side, right? So they've got a new case, which I think is very promising. And then this administration is obviously talking about finding ways to kill it too. And then when I'm governor, that doesn't work, we'll kill it. I've got some things up my sleeve to kill this thing. It's outrageous what they're doing to hard-working Jersey families right now, and New York families.
Will you take it to court ultimately?
I mean, I think this thing's gonna, I think their court case is gonna win, right? New Jersey's court case is gonna win. And that's just based on what their strategy is, I think their court case is gonna win. But the bottom line is you cannot stick it. What people need right now is more affordability, not tax increases. What New York did is increase taxes on hard-working Jersey families with the congestion tax, right? At a time when people need lower taxes and lower costs, right? Look at the cost of eggs, look at the cost of meat. Look what people are dealing with in their pocketbooks. They're struggling. The BPU put through for parts of New Jersey, a 16% increase just weeks after this last election. We need to make life more affordable, getting energy costs down for them, their utility bills down. We got to make it so that people can actually afford property taxes because they keep, right? We need to cut property taxes in the state of New Jersey. That's why I proposed a nearly 15% across the board tax cut on property taxes, a middle class family income tax cut, and seniors. We've got to help our seniors out. You stay in New Jersey as a senior under my plan. When you turn 70, you get a senior bonus. We're going to give you a tax cut too. Right? We've got to help our families out, afford to stay in New Jersey. We've got to make housing more affordable for our families. We need more housing so they can afford it. And I've got a rental rebate as well. And by the way, if you look at my plan, you'll see it's all paid for. Everything's paid for, right? We lay out a very clear plan on how to do it. Right? And I'm the only one who's on the stage tonight who put out a tax cut plan to make life more affordable for families. This is what families everywhere I go are talking about.
What about Steve Sweeney said that you're depending on federal aid is a pipe dream?
I mean, listen, as you know better than anybody, Charlie, as you know very well, right? A lot of the resources we claw back to Jersey, right, are for cops, firefighters, for our roads and bridges. Those are formula driven. Those dollars will come back. We'll keep fighting to get them back. We need more. And what I said in my plan was, you've got Rhode Island gets, and I'm not even sure Rhode Island is, but they get 48% back more than we do every year from the federal government for things like fixing roads and bridges and taking care of our cops and for child care. We'll still fight, and the idea that you, and I disagree with Mr. Sweeney here, that you just throw up your hands and say, forget it, like we can't rely on that, that's ridiculous. We gotta fight for every single dollar to get back to New Jersey. Mississippi fights for their dollars. We're gonna fight to get every dollar back to Jersey to give tax cuts.
Well, Mississippi gets those dollars.
Why haven't you?
Sorry. What's that?
You've been in D.C. Why?
I'm up, so that's Trace. In my district, we're up 357% in what we've clawed back to Jersey. For the 5th Congressional District, for roads, bridges, and for cops and firefighters. And as you know, I helped write and pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill. I'm very proud of that, and negotiate it, which includes a significant amount of dollars we've gotten back to the state of New Jersey to not only build the Gateway train tunnel, but for roads, bridges, to get lead out of the drinking water, right, for EV chargers. For a lot of those dollars are back to the state, they're coming back to the state, that's money we've clawed back to Jersey. We as a state, and I said we need a clawback czar, someone who works right next to the governor, who wakes up every single day looking and organizing to make sure we fight for every dollar that we deserve to have in Jersey and bring those dollars back.
Congressman, transgender sports came up tonight in terms of getting athletes who identify with their gender to be in sports. You said that, with high suicide rates, that we can't be messing around with this. However, when the NDA came up, recent National Defense Authorization Act, part of that stripped transgender individuals under the age of 18 from getting sex change surgery.
As you know, there was a second vote on that, when actually a vote on this issue, and you can look up how I voted. The bottom line is, as a parent, I'll reiterate this again, right? As a parent, I think, and we see what's going on with these 25% transgender suicide rates and attempted suicide, right? And as a parent, I just can't believe that we can't figure out how to do better by our kids.
Are you going to be an athlete? I mean, you're going to be an ally of the
What's next?
transgender
Can you answer
community?
the question? What's next?
Constitutional
I've been a huge advocate and ally of the LGBTQ plus community for years. I'm very proud of my record, and I'm happy to send it to you if you'd like. We'll make sure you get the full
Last
record.
question?
Is there
Last
a constitutional amendment for abortion? Would you want that to go before the voters on the ballot?
I think we've got to get that amendment done. I said tonight that I totally support putting things out to the public to actually vote on. And I think that's a great idea to get more feedback. Let people actually speak out on issues of what they want to vote for. That's a great idea.
That's it, thank you.
Okay, thank you guys very much.